What's up, everybody? We are out here at our StrengthErg stage. Now we are with a mix of women's tactical, and we do have one women's elite in this squad. Starting with in women's elite, Mariana Barkis. Yo. Savannah Mann. Jessica Curtis. And Jordan Scott. Taking on stage number 3, StrengthErg and shooting. Jessica Curtis already earned that ticket to nationals earlier this season. Great work using that sling to stabilize that rifle. Looking at 12 shots here, and it's about 90 yards out. So 8 total rounds, 15-minute time cap. Both pistol and rifle will be freestanding for this. Pistol's 50 yards out, rifle is 90. Clearing procedure done, good, and then they put their rifle back down into their red boxes before they make their way back to the StrengthErg. So this is different than our other C2 inventions where you're either going for calories, you're going for meters. For this one, it's the amount of weight, so they are trying to make it to 250 kilos. So monitor and stream looks just a little bit different if you're not used to these specific machines. And the kilograms is the same across for all women, 250, and for all men, it's 500. Mariana on your screen. She is the only competitor in this squad that is competing with the women's elite division, which went in the squad before her. So she does have a little bit of an advantage seeing what all of the other elite women do before her. But knowing in tactical games that you can't out-fitness core shooting, you can learn maybe what went wrong or went right for athletes in the physical component, but once you calculate your shooting in, that is really going to determine what your total score is, regardless of how good you are at physical fitness. Another athlete that is taking advantage of the sling. If you have never done rifle shooting freestyle, incredibly hard. When you think about the weight of the rifle, your heart rate is up, and then trying to stabilize it long enough to see your dot target and pull the trigger, incredibly fatiguing. So any way that you can use and manipulate that sling to help stabilize, the easier it's going to make your life. Just back to her StrengthErg, as well as Savannah to the left.
Let's go, ladies, get a push. Let's go, guys. Come on, Savannah.
about 5 minutes to the 15-minute time cap that we have here. And it looks like they are more or about halfway done.
Music, Lauren.
We need some good tunes. La di da da da. Try to sing in the background. Sometimes the athletes hate to see me coming because they know that's when they need to turn off the music so that we can keep all of our videos on YouTube and not get any copyright strikes. But otherwise, when you are at these stages, we do have music that's playing, which can add a little bit to the hype. And also, if you're watching this, all of our events are free to spectate. So if you're within driving distance, if this is something that you are interested in seeing, we try to show you guys as much as we can on Instagram and YouTube, but it doesn't be actually being out here and seeing the flow of the stages, seeing how they work between safety briefings to stage briefings. Mariana, it looked like possibly a malfunction, but great way to safely clear rifle, then dropping the magazine, making sure there's nothing in the chamber before you head down to figure it out. As much as we say, you don't need to be good to do this sport. You don't need to be a super advanced shooter or somebody that knows a lot, but one thing that you absolutely do need to be is safe in knowing our clearing procedures, knowing the proper way to handle our pistols and rifles. We were in a cold range, so when you see these athletes walking around the premises, everybody has cleared pistols and magazines. We have chamber flags in our rifles at all times when they're not at the firing line shooting. All of our pistols do not have any magazines in the gun, and they are holstered at all times, and also, of course, no bullets in the chamber. Safety first, and then just come out here and test yourself. That's really what it's all about. And while we do have about 50% of our community and population that are either military, first responders, LEO, you can be a civilian to compete in this sport. You don't need any type of shooting background to come out here and do it.
Clear.
Jess making great work. This pistol, I think she has one more rifle and one more pistol before she is done and can lock in a time. Great. Great way to show the clearing procedure. Hands both in the air before you turn and make your way back to the work.
Let me just have one thing. So yeah, no, but there's let's go. Big foot.
And Savannah back at her erg.
Oh yeah, sister, get it done.
Five minutes until that 15-minute time cap. After athletes are done with this stage, they will just have one more stage on the day. So 8 total this weekend, 4 on Saturday and 4 on Sunday. And after this, there's only 2 more regional events before nationals. We will have our first international event in a couple weeks out in Poland at the Poland Shooting Academy. And then after that, about a month later, we will have our final regional event in Phoenix, Arizona, and then end the 2025 Tactical Games season in Texas, right outside of Austin for nationals. And she's got it. Last iteration of pistol here. 12 shots.
Clear.
Clear.
And she's done.
Yeah, the first one. That's okay, don't worry about it.
First athlete in this squad to finish under the time cap. Mariana here, I believe this is her final iteration of the pistol before she can lock in a time. Just 3 minutes until that time cap. Plenty of time to get these 12 shots in.
Clear. Touch your.
And she is clear and done. Again, she was in your women's elite division. The rest of the women here are in your women's tactical. So we would call that like the middle division. Intermediate is the most beginner. So that's going to have the lightest weights. Sometimes it will also have less reps, especially when we have rope climbs. We don't have them this weekend, but the reps will typically be lower. Then they go up a little bit for the tactical division, which is what we're watching now. And then, of course, you have your elite as your top of the food chain in tactical games. And Savannah finishing up here. And she will have one more round with her pistol. You got it. Last round here.
Go, girl. Let's go. Keep pushing.
So the 250 kgs actually counts down, so it starts at 250.
There you go.
Now she's just about at that 150 mark.
Almost there, almost there.
There you go.
Come on. 1 minute.
Keep working. I'm not being able to touch the ground. Yeah. There you go.
Got 50 seconds.
I'm on pull. Yeah.
Less than a minute to get the work done. She can do it. 12 shots. 50 yards out.
30 seconds.
Clearing procedure done, and she is done. Under the gap. And that will do it for the women's tactical, but Jess, looking good.
On that, I don't know about my shots, but
Do you have any idea what your bench press is?
155?
How did that feel relative to like hitting
Oh my God.
155?
My forearms. I did not expect that, and then I started to just use my abs after a while because I was like, my forearms are dead. And then the pistol and the rifle, I was here with my pistol at one point, and I'm usually out here. Yeah, that wrecked me. That was the first time ever using that though, so it's different.
add it to the training arsenal for
Yeah.
future.
I'm sure they got good pictures of the double chin. But
We
yeah.
all try to keep our chin up, but
Yeah.
when you're in it, it's nearly impossible.
Yeah.
You have been an athlete that, we caught up with you at the beginning of the weekend, and you've been working on a lot of things. What are those things that you've learned and been able to work on in the past couple months?
Well, when we did Texas, we didn't hit, 380 or something like that for the long range. We really practiced long range for the last couple months. So our first stage was the long range. I was kind of dreading it a little bit, and then hit all of them. So I was happy with that. We practiced a lot of offhand, strong and weak, or one-handed, I should say.
The seat stays the same. You can adjust
It's not here,
height.
but we're better at it. So yeah, just understanding the game really is overall. The more that you do it, it gets easier.
What do you do for work?
I'm a cop.
How does this translate, or doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yes. The physical fitness part of it, the shooting part of it, that makes you overall a better cop. Especially the shooting, if you ever, God forbid, have to. You understand the far, hold over to a far shot. And when it's just second nature, and you don't have to think about it, it's so helpful. So helpful. So,
Well, great work. Always good to see you out here.
Yeah, you too.
And that'll do it for our women's intermediate. Make sure you subscribe, like, send this to a friend, help the channel grow, help the sport grow, and we hope to see you guys out for the next one. Otherwise, just keep watching the YouTube videos.